Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another market update. This is Victor on ES Futures trading. Today is Thursday, September 26th. It is 8:54 a.m. This is Eastern time in the US. The East Coast. I'm based in Atlanta. We have a flood warning here due to the storm of the Hurricane Helen in the East Coast. When these kind of things happen, we may have some power outages. We actually don't know if we are going to and when, right? So the safest thing to do is, for me, just watch the market, not do anything, because the risk is high. Just because of that. Now, what I'm doing is I want to show you. Yesterday, if you were here yesterday, at one moment of the stream, we talk about how the action yesterday felt like was forced. All this, you know. We comment something about like the market was going lower, extremely questionable break, right? And every time the market tried to rally, especially here, right? Every time it happened, the market just push it, right? Push it lower. But that push feel like force. We commented at the time it was something like, like a flock, right? Like you have a flock of birds or a herd or something, that was having a direction, and suddenly it just reverse or just trying to get straight, and something happened, come and just boom, pull or gather everybody around to where they were going. I had that impression yesterday in the market. There's no way. I guess the best way to show you is if I do a replay. I don't know if this is going to show up yesterday, but let's try to do a replay. We still have something. This is going to I'm going to have this on the side while we talk about the market. Yes, it's a replay. I want to play a replay yesterday. New replay. Yesterday, where it was 25th, 9:30. I wasn't in the market that early. Or was I? No, I wasn't. No, I came. When I came back, the market was around this time. I was super tired yesterday. Okay, this is going to play it really fast. Let's go to play. Settle is down here. This is the previous day. What? Market opens, makes a new. This is this high here is this one. All-time high is or was this 57.96, something like that, right here. It just took this all-time high. That's all-time high. This is previous high. Oh, check this out. Huh? Look at what the market opens. Oh, shoot, it was way higher. This overnight inventory was 100%, almost 100% short. So it has good reasons to go higher. It has the supply to go higher. Since I wasn't, I can't comment on this because I didn't watch it. Well, I watched this starting here, this G here. But notice where it comes from. Where it comes from. The saddle. This is saddle, right from saddle 2 times, halfback, you know, and every time you try to get lower, you just get less and less. New all-time highs, previous all-time highs been taken. Notice where the buying is coming from. And this is 30 times faster. Right? 30 times faster. But saying unbelievably slow. The way, look at this, 11,000 here, 11. Look at this big number here. These are here. Here. Now let's check this out, right? Tremendous pressure to the downside. Now it's to the upside. To the downside, that's being ignored. To the upside, let's see. We have volume. Look at this high here. Tremendous amount of volume here. Notice how it dries here and volume comes down here. This very questionable low, non-excess low. We have minimal excess on the upper side. The market has re-entered this range, which targets the opposite side. Is it going to reach it? Oh, look at where the selling is coming from. My God. Oh, okay, this is something I missed. Did you see, or can you see how, this I know, right? It's coming from halfback, but it is not just B halfback, it is the daily halfback as well. After 2 periods, this is daily halfback. Something so simple. This is very questionable, man. Super questionable here. This is daily halfback. I have this only as a 2 wide halfback, which is so, but it's also daily halfback, with which has more relevance. Now, let's try look at the range of this period and where the volume is in the upper side. 2 things to watch here: the current period and the daily. You know, the accumulated. Right? It's accumulated in the upper side. This upper side, where it's shooting higher, which can be a counteraction to the short inventory. Notice where seller is, right? All of the overnight activity is below seller. Short. Come on, man. Now halfback is down here. Yeah? The guy is still trying to go higher here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I wouldn't have short this market here. 1, because market has made an all-time high. 2, is coming mechanically. You know, 2 eyes from the same level. Minimal excess, value is higher. No short. I will short this market. I didn't short it down here. And for the same reason, value was higher. When the market Remember, I came to the market on G. Now let's see if this removes this inventory, because this is being compromised now. If these are shorts coming above, remove the shorts. Oh my god, oh, look at this. I didn't see this one. This is E, right? This is E. Why don't I have E here? Okay, I have this. I have it here as well. For the sake, you can see it here. I'm going to remove this. This is the. I'm going to open this too. Now, yeah, I want to open. This is. Notice where it's coming from. It came from Halbach here, daily Halbach. Now this is also daily Halbach, because I thought at this one. Check this out, man. Check this out. You have E here. This is daily Halbach. Oh boy, look at the weakness. It's not also daily Halbach. But it also was settled. Oh my god. It was settled at the time. Exactly at settled. To the tick. Man, I would never short this market. Not here. But I still haven't seen the push. These pushes that I want to show you, I still haven't seen it. And it is of relevance for what is happening today, what happened in the overnight. Because this market right now is is higher. Market is higher, new all-time highs. Don't short markets that are making new highs. Coming exactly from Halbach F, Halbach E. Very mechanical, man. Also, this gives me an idea who is here in this market. I'm going to leave only 3 here. F exactly from Halbach. And G is when I came to the market. You know, look at where the buying is coming from. POC. Non-excess at all. And both sides are just shorter, very short-term trading here going on. In both sides. Selling and buying here. You know, buying the dips. Buying the dips. I thought. I was talking to this friend, on Discord, and something that I have noticed last week. They were selling. You know, traders were selling. When I say traders selling, traders buying, I can't divide these traders. I guess I need to specify each time I do that, because most of the time what I do is I speak, I talk about pros, right? Pro traders, professional traders doing this. I was thinking, what I noticed, there was some selling, professionals selling rallies last week. And when something becomes obvious, you know, it's pretty rare. If you join that after it has become obvious, you are the laggard. You are part of the laggard stage. And I thought we were in the laggard stage yesterday. At the beginning of the week, I was wondering that, right? At shorter time frames, meaning smaller traders, going to start selling, yeah, and pros will start buying. I was wondering that, you know. I pros buying dips now, and that's something I thought that may happen. This is when I came to the market. It felt not. Remember, this is 30 times faster than yesterday. And here's when I see these pushes, like that's the market. When I feel like it felt like it was just forced, but it wasn't natural, right? Just push. Can you see the push, and then it just stops. Then the market continues doing its thing. And I was watching value too, you know. Why I want to short a market that has a value higher. That's what I thought at this moment in time. Look at that. You know, do you see that? How that happened and how fast it comes back to the period high. Now, I got a distribution here, right? I have a distribution here which has been closed. The next time, remember how the market was selling, mechanical selling, half back. And now it's selling from this. Oh, come on. My bad. I need to change it. I was selling from the distribution. Close the distribution and sells right from there. Okay? Notice, remember this area. And we were talking about, you know, why I pay attention to the distributions, right? If there is something serious to the downside, the market will start building value in the second distributions, and the distributions will not be closed. Here, it rather closes the distribution, right? Which tells me, you know, I already knew that this is not serious. You know, these traders that are selling here are not capable of holding, you know, the inventory if the market goes against them. Now look at what is being bought here. Exactly half back, right? And I guess there will be another push here. Yeah, against another trade here. Look at where this eye high, where this market sells from. Exactly the previous period, you know. Exactly the closing of the distribution, not the previous period low, but the closing of the distribution. Very mechanical, no? Oh, I think this is, you know, I wasn't short here, because I wasn't in the market. After I start to replay, this is a market I would have short. But regardless, the market is going lower. The market has a re-entered previous day range, and the target is this low. Right? Let's see if the market can get to this low first, and the second thing, let's see if value moves at least to inside. Right? By doing so, if value remains higher, notice how now we have this, right? You got to push. Right? You got to push to the upside. Now, from this area here, and I was watching, you know, if value cannot be moved at least to inside, these shorts will be in serious trouble. There could be a spike to the upside. I was thinking about that during this day as well. It didn't happen. I was thinking yesterday as well. Again, look at that. Look at what is being bought with. This is the same area where we have same area. And look at that, really fast, right? A deep buying here. And after this, you know, the only thing I was watching is value here. What happened to value? Now, POC has already moved lower, right? So the shorts, doesn't look that bad here. Shorting, shorting here, having POC up here, that's really bad. No, I'm not saying I would have short, but that was really bad. I'm not saying that this is good, but it's not as bad as if POC was here. Notice what happened to value. If value remains higher or overlapping to higher, the odds or spike, which is a late movement, right, really close to the end, to the upside were increasing. But what happens is until the market close, value actually moves inside a previous day value, all right? And until L, it was a little bit. Notice what happened with value, right? Value is this blue thing. It drops a little bit, right? Which is period, it keeps coming lower and lower, very slowly. Again, it's dropping, moving inside. And at one moment in time, I thought inventory was getting long here, long at the lows, and value is moving lower, which kind of like give some make the shorts not feel that bad. Look at what's happening to value. Well, each time it's moving lower and lower and lower, right? And I'm going to put something here while this happens. This is the volume we have yesterday. I'm going to put it here on the side here. Notice how volume was really low, really low, really low, really low until this. Oh, my bad. It was low all day long, right? All day long low. I thought on M it changed, but I made a mistake there. Can you see what's happening to value? This last push to the downside. Here is when I get out. I mean, no, there's nothing here. Let's say. Now, even we have value slightly overlapping lower, right? Slightly to the downside. I consider this at least, moving. Traders were able to move value inside yesterday's. That's one thing. Remember, this looked like a short covering. The previous day looked like a short covering. Oh, look at this rally here, and sideways trading. And this one is just adding to that. Okay, so I consider this short covering, which actually weakens the market. And POC basically is unchanged, right? You had POC here yesterday, and the previous day is a couple hundreds higher. Continually selling. Look at where M high is. You got a short here, you got to be really, you're taking high risk here. Now the market's close. Look at these highs, my friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 highs here. Do you know what you have here? You know that this is not good. You know that this is not good. You know that this is not good. Right? What are the odds of being short here? What are the odds of success of being short here in this market? This is what I want to show you. Also, how fake these pushes felt yesterday. Who forced it? I don't want to call it fake. Force it. Unnatural. If I can use that expression here. Now, trying to make sense of something is another thing, right? In hindsight, is easy, but you know, there are markets that are just not worth, right? I didn't do anything. The day previous, I closed with a loss, but there was just nothing here. Now, all this inventory that we have here, we got huge inventory here, right? I guess this was Monday. I consider this day the beginning of the contract, or trading basically, because there could be a huge, a bigger time frame activity in these days, which I don't know actually what they can be doing, right? But when you can identify what's happening, more likely there is that's the result of short-term trading going on here. When I cannot identify it, is more likely it is a market that's being dominated by bigger time frame. Now all this inventory is underwater now, right? Voice of the street is don't need a magic code, but close, right? How do you close these positions here? How do you close this position? How do you close your shorts? Extremely emotional overnight session. How many distributions this profile had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I haven't seen that. Oh boy, this is just crazy here, you know. Get me out here. I want to get out of this market. No. Extension here, sideways there, extension here, sideways there, extension here. This huge. Look at this, you know. And have you seen a spike here? You haven't seen a spike here. Spikes are usually the end. You know, it's the last short throwing the tower. What do you think these shorts are going to do today? Are they going to average the position? Are they going to keep short in the market? So I'm not short here, now I'm going to be short up here. So I'm going to make huge amounts of money. And we have Chairman Powell speaking today as well. And this is
not seem like the first of these gatherings, which I was honored to play a role in organizing, was all that long ago. But we can also take pride because the conference has proven useful and important for a full decade, as I expect it will do for many more years to come. Much has changed in the economy since we first gathered in 2015, but the importance of the U.S. Treasury market has not. As you all know, this market is the deepest and most liquid in the world. In addition to meeting the financing needs of the federal government, it plays a critical role in the implementation of monetary policy. It is no exaggeration to say that the Treasury market is part of the... Hello, everyone, and welcome to the functioning at a high level, and we all have a stake in making sure that they do. I remained wholly dedicated to that goal. I wish you a productive and educational conference. Thank you. Speed electronic trading firms were playing in it, world economy, in the implementation of monetary policy. It is no exaggeration to say that the Treasury market is part of the bedrock of our economy and indeed of the world economy. The October 14 flash crash and the subsequent publication of the Interagency Working Group report on that event are what brought us together for the first annual conference. October 2014 was a wake-up call, because there had never been such a large swing in Treasury prices in such a short period of time. The Interagency Working Group report shed light on how much the structure of the Treasury market had changed and how large a role high-speed electronic trading firms were playing in it. It also showed the value of cooperation and communication between the 5 agencies in the working group, something that proved again to be vital during the disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm pleased to see that all working group members are represented here today. You will be hearing directly from many senior leaders, including your host, President Williams, Vice Chair Barr, and Secretary Yellen, who of course was Fed Chair at the time of the first conference. It is essential that our Treasury markets are able to efficiently transform Treasury securities into cash, even at times of elevated stress. As I noted at this event in 2015, these markets need to keep functioning at a high level, and we all have a stake in making sure that they do. I remained wholly dedicated to that goal. I wish you a productive and educational conference. Thank you.
Man, that was something really good to hear. Interesting. You know, what happened with the electronic trade is the flash. He just talked about something about flash crash, right? You know, the speed at which trade happens now, there's something remarkable. And it can be used also. You can use it to quick profits. That happened in the big crash of the 80s when electronic trade was being implemented, or 70s. I don't know. I don't know exactly the dates. When there was this transition from electronic to from the PITS to electronic markets, you know, those ones who did not have access to electronic trade were in deep disadvantage, because who if they had the power to move the market, they had the money, they can just pressure the market in one direction. And by the time you got your cold peak and you broker order and you place your order to sell, the market would have been really moved a long distance, because there was no big hidden stops, you know. Or for those who didn't have stops there, they would just crash. And that's something that happened also. Every time it happened, there is also something new that's been implemented, and something that I have observed working. I guess like 4 or 5 months ago was that a speed logic trigger that happens, right? But there is no bid or not what's the other? There's no bid. The other one is sale, and there is just the market just stops, right? Because what can happen if there's no bids there? The market has no depth. The market can move long distances in fractions of a second. And when that happens, when the market moves too fast, too far, there is just this trigger here. There's this circuit breaker that happens, so it shuts the market down, prevents that to happen until there is the market has actually there. Until the bids come to the market, bids and asks come to the market, and trading can take place. Such a big, I don't remember exactly when that happened, but let's show you here that the speed logic, I guess I have it here. That speed logic circuit breaker happened. It was I guess it was here. You know, and that no, it wasn't here, because there was a gap. I remember there was a gap to the downside, and the market just gapped through that gap. And created another gap in between, which was there was something unique to see, very unique to see. I have it in my trading journal. I guess I can take a look at that. All right, the market is going to open. We have only less than 2 minutes. We have a huge gap here. Crazy movement. You know, very emotional upside movement here. Well, a lot of traders have a tendency to sell these rallies when market is high because I want to sell the market because the market is too high. I am very cautious here. Let's see what happened. I want to see the ability of the market to close the gap. Oh boy, the market just, did you see that? The market has zero interest in rebalancing. In checking this. Settle is down here. We got a new high here. Where is Settle? Settle is 57.79. 57, way down here. This is Settle. Today, I mean, yeah. If a gap is going to be close, usually the selling comes right from the opening. Yesterday we had a market to the upside. Oh, look at this! Look at how look how value is yesterday. Inside value, right? Nice balance. No? Now we have a breakout balance. We have a breakout of this balance, and not just that. We have a breakout of this 5-day balance, and not just that, we have a breakout of the all-time high. We have a new all-time high here. And check this out. This is an all-time high, huh? All-time high here. And this is an all-time high that is made during the overnight session. Okay, there can be something here. Let's see if the market can at least close this distribution here. Remember, traders are buying dips again here. 58. Maybe now. Knowing how this trade works, maybe some buying around the 51.10 and the 58. The 50 coming down to the 58 actually closes the gap. Look at this, man. This is a good area to have a long here. You know, the stop is really tight here. Only one tick right here. Boom, that's an up. I don't want to be part of this. For example, right? If this is, but I'm not doing, as you can see, I'm not doing anything here. Now, let's see. Can the market go to the opposite side of this distribution? This can be a stop actually. This 58.15. This can be the stop here. Remember, how do you close? How do you close? How do you close a short? All this inventory short, right? All these days short, inventory short. How do you close a short? You sell, right? This can be close. There's a lot of things that can happen. Now, there's a huge gap. How many points? 30 points gap. There's significant gap here. A lot of rebalancing that can happen here. You got inventory, you got overnight. Most of the overnight inventory is up here. 265, most up here, right? Kind of like thin here, very emotional here. You know? And how do you close? How do you close your short? Right? How do you close a short? Ask yourself that question. How do you close a short? Because all of this inventory is underwater now. No, when I say all, you understand. It's not all, right? Because the market is made of buyers and sellers. Um, but people, I include myself in that, especially like people, uh, is very impassioned. Have a tendency to be very impassioned. Now this law has been reached, you know, very mechanical trading here. Okay, next thing, downside continuation. This one. I'm going to highlight this thing again. Now, what's happening here, up here? This looks like it is short covering. I cannot be 100% sure, but it have good odds that this is short covering. And what happens when you have short covering? Weakens the market, right? This one here. And remember what happened here also. This day, you know, yesterday just adds inventory and make a gigantic P shape 2-day balance. And remember what it all started, well, with all is coming from, you know, FOMC day here, FOMC day, and it's, oh boy, I cannot see it here, but this is, you know, the same profile, overlay profile, very similar profile that we have here is what we have here. Let's take a look at that. Well, can you see this? 1, 2. Look at that, man. Look at this. It all started with short covering here. It all started with short covering, accumulation, rotation, call it whatever you want to call it. And it is having upside continuation in the same way with short covering. It came back again down to this distribution, this, you know, it didn't reach this one. It didn't reach this distribution here, right? It didn't come here. Okay, give me a second. I need to take a quick break. All right. You are back. It's kind of like a. This is kind of like a drying here, right? It's low. Let's see if this market can reach this little distribution here. The market is making an attempt to close this distribution. Closing, it's a better area to get a shot, but the market is making all-time highs. Market is making all-time highs. And this trade, there's a trade here actually, no? The trade here, this trade, this is a good area to take profits as well. Or start to hedge, or trim, It's getting close to the 10 area. Oh, by the way, this is really close to the 10, that 9, 10 area. Some buying may come also around 40 or 58 here. As I said before, there's a flood warning here in pretty much in the whole state of Georgia. Odds that there are going to be power outages are high. There is this press conference. Oh no, this event, right? I guess Chairman Powell, I mean, there is not much that he has said, but I don't know if something may come out of that meeting. We are still more than half of this period to go. We have higher volume than yesterday. Look at that. There's huge volume here. A huge volume. If this continues, if this is a... Right now we are half of this period, less than half, so this could be, we may have something like this, right? Like double. Like up here. Pretty much about the same volume that we have in 2 periods, we may have now in only 1 period. It's chilling, this market is chilling, it's very low. Oh my bad, I was wrong. I am, just so you know, I am dyslexic. How do you close a short, right? I say you sell, right? You don't sell to close a short, right? How do you close a short? You buy to close a short. My bad. I hope you have noticed that mistake. You buy. You buy when you are short to close your position when it's not working. Just imagine what happened yesterday with all the inventory that was short. How do you close? You buy, right? You buy, and if you are going to short the market, you sell into that buying. Can you see how this works? Right. Now, look at the nuance of the ES, right? You have, or we have that A period there. You can see halfback right here. And the market has moved in distance just enough to put halfback, to put all this volume right at halfback, starting halfback. That can be part of algorithmic trading there. Algorithmic is not something magic, right? There are humans behind an algorithm. You sell until this happens, right? September has not been a bad month actually, so it's not seasonal. Did Nasdaq just close a gap? I've just realized this. This upper range low that I have here highlighted is this range here. Is it? It was based on September contract. Now that we have a rollover, these values are different. So you are going to check. I need to change. Let's see. Huh? No, I don't know. I don't know how. This is the previous contract here. But there is something here. Upper range low. This range low is this. Or yeah, it's this one. Or this one. 23. Yeah, this one. My bad. This range here. Market has closed this gap, selling from that gap. Target is the opposite side of this gap. Now that has, all right. Now that this has re-entered, you've got Nasdaq. Yes, can you find support here? What is this? 373? No way. 373. This is actually this area. Let's see if Nasdaq can find support around this, which basically is overnight halfback. So I made reference, and I am observing this as a range. Okay, for futures. For future reference, this is 3-week, 3-day range, re-enter, rejection, the opposite size target. This is the range. We have a gap here. Another gap. And this is not a gap, this is a rollover event here, but it has relevance because this is high, this range. Look at the volume here, man. Still, there's nothing coming here. Tremendous amount of volume in the lower side of the period. The expectation of the volume were high. So far, the market is not disappointing. A higher volume here, the lower side. There's a big gap here. I need at least 2-3 periods. Or igual, I mean, igual. Sometimes I mix. This is today's high in Nasdaq. Has not taken the overnight high. Let's see. This is another distribution on the lower side. Notice that it has not reached here. Wow, there's another one here. I want to monitor these areas. Look at how many distribution. There is very emotional session. And this is key, this one here. Because coming back in here, you have noticed the volume, very weird profile, very emotional. One at a time, but you got the idea, right? I just don't want to do too much here because it can be very distracting. You know, it sets, it can gives me some bias here. And it's very hard to see it. All right, sit on your hands. Because there's just so many things that can be happening now. I am actually looking to the upside. When we did the replay, value was actually overlapping lower. Oh, I know why. Okay, I know why. Because this is, I did extend it. I can see N and O here. Yeah, that's why. This is weird. Was weird. Because, yeah, this is better. And it's like, can you see? Overlapping lower. No inside, as if I consider N, the run up, and the last period. It's actually slightly lower. This is different. This actually changes things, right? Not that much though. I'm missing something here. Oh, right. What the heck? This is yesterday. This is, what the heck is this? Oh. What the heck is it? This is just supposed to be day. Alright. Alright there. Alright. And just today. I don't want to see yesterday. Alright, right there. That's better. You know, you have we have the bigger picture. We have the bigger picture. What's happening? The bigger time frame, and this is a zoom in, right? You have a panoramic view, and this is, once we have that in mind, with time, if we do that every day, with time it kind of like it sticks in your mind, sticks in your brain. All right, there is some picking up pace here. It's 10 a.m. We came back right to this distribution, right? Downside continuation, this low. And this area 5810. How much are these calls? 11. These are 11 here. Oh, I want to see something else here. I don't care if it takes too much memory. But I'm going to have this screen on the side. Not because it matters, but because it may. I'm going to here. Let's put it here in the top right, left corner here. Get out of the way. This is Nasdaq. With 820. Going to start to check those calls. I have seen some movement here to the downside. All the information that I have. Hey, little dog, come on. We cannot go outside, it's super wet outside. It's wet. You got to stay inside. My kids have a toy dog, and she just crazy. Wanna go outside, but she can't today because it's wet, right? You're going to get wet water all over your body. All right. Very slow, okay? The current action is, as you can see, is to the downside. There is some counter action to overnight inventory. We have a very prominent POC here. And I say prominent because you can see it, right? You got this profile, and you can see this is, very visible. This huge, significant accumulation there. And prominent POCs have the tendency to attract the market back and forth. The behavior of traders is to have some buying or selling around this you have these century numbers, and then you have the 10s and the 90s, right, above and below. Always activity at those levels. might be here. There might be something. This can be along here. I mean, it has already developed, right? Inside bar here. Quickly formation of an inside bar. Now we have this volume. This volume is coming lower. It's going lower. Can this period go through this volume again? You know, if it goes through this, you know, these shorts, you know, the shorts here will keep going, can keep going lower. Now this removes, this little rally here removes some of the inventory, some of the short inventory. We have the, oh come on dog, this dog, oh, I thought the dog took my shoes. All right. It quickly tries to get away from this distribution here. What about the volume? Yeah, look at that volume. We have that volume, man. Nice. A little bit less actually, but this is significant. How much volume is this? Almost 80%. Oh my god. Oh. If this is 100, 400, this is 600. That's 50% higher, my friends. 50% higher. So this should be a little bit high up here. Let's see. We have this significant volume here coming to this market. Is this attracting, a higher volume attracting sellers is the question. Because, you know, all-time highs are usually, and especially around this, above these levels, right? If you have a lot of closing, before this high, or before this 58, you have closing here. If the market has acceptance of higher prices, you know, when you close here, you re-enter here. You know, that's the strategy. That to bigger capital. $57.26 is September, Agosto, Julio, July high. 57.21. 57.21. What is 57.21? 57.21. This is July. This can be support here. July. Check your monthly. And you'll see why I got that as a support. Oh my god, come on man, I have just noticed this after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, after a week and a half, I have just noticed what this, God, alright, the action remains to the downside. This has been, we are having downside continuation. market has re-entered this distribution, which targets the opposite side, which actually is halfback or like halfback very mechanical reference. Look at Nasdaq. Remember that support of lower range we were talking about? There can be something here. Actually. I want to take a long here. But look at how this dries here. Right below this volume here. No. I think it's too late here. The first time is bought. Let's see if the second push can take this area out. That's the 400. 2400. Now, can we have a trend day yesterday? Can we have a trend day today as well? Oh, look at these intervals. Huh. This is very interesting here. Huh. Let's add something here. I got one more today. This is a new. I'm going to put come on, why so an interval here? Where was that? Where was those intervals? Come on, man. Don't play with my feelings. I saw it here. I was looking for that. I was looking for that, for... I can't remember. I don't want to call customer. What are these intervals? Where they went? Come on. Intervals. Gosh. Here, maybe? Oh. Here? Gosh, man, what the heck? I will find you. Huh. You're not going to get away. Look at this pressure here. Boom, 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 boom. What the market does relative to this. Low volume here. Kind of like blocks here. Ah, we have an interesting offer. And I am not a scalper. I am not a fast trader. As you can see, my intervals are 30 minutes. My periods are 30 minutes. My profiles are 30 minutes profiles. And I have just checked here. Come on, where did you notice where that was? I guess I will need to check this video just to see where. Let me look. Let me take a look at this. I guess I can check. I can check YouTube. I'm going to look for it. No. Hold on. Before I do that, this is the 5820 calls. Let's see. I know we're going lower here. No, the market is still going low. Okay. I'm checking my stream. Okay. It is in market profile. I got it. It is in here. Market profile. Bar type. Options interval. Aha, I got you. 5 minutes. These are 5 minutes bars. Expand profile. Now let's change this to. Let's change those to histograms. Look at that. Let's add more. Let's add data values here. Let's move this to the right. This is really nice. I love window tradable. Okay, value histograms. I like this one better. Is this one? Yeah. Apply. Okay, that's a 5 minutes. This is a 5 minutes. Look at the volume. Lower side. It gets short. Some of it is removed, but still keeping this area. There's a lot of volume here, right? This is kind of too much zoom. This is very. Oh, check this out. This is not good now. This is 5 minutes. This is double tops. A trade is called double tops. Selling. Nah. And sometimes we just want to make too much. You know, trading is not a science. That's what trading is more than art than science. I guess what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do something here. I'm going to open a new, let me save this. EC4, save, now open a new one. I'm going to open this C4, adding this instrument. My God! No way! Okay, let's wait until this uploads. You know what? I am looking for troubles here. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, here it is. What the heck? Are you gone? Oh my God, it did close. Now, this is the thing I want to show now. I'm going to take a risk here. No, it's not a risk. Let me open this again. EC4. EC4. Technical trading, right? When you identify a technical trading, when you identify a technical market, now I'm going to, this is what I want to keep. I want to remove this. I want to remove this. I want to remove this. Remove this. Remove this. Remove this as well. I'm just going to leave this part here in this. Okay. And now I'm going to rename this as a 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Histograms. Save. Okay, I'm going to set on I don't want to take too much. Well, just for the sake, because we are. All right. Now I have this area here from the 30 minutes, this area. I have just, you can see this is it, with all these references here in the lower side. Now we have a market, this is selling, this is selling from this, very mechanical selling. You know, the same thing that we have yesterday. What I was going to say is, you have a market. Once you identify what kind of market you have, maybe this can be useful, right? I think I have the impression that this, I have just opened this, right? Just this is the first time ever that I'm doing this. In days like yesterday, it was extremely mechanical, very systematic, very identifiable trading. I believe yesterday this would have been very used. This would have worked yesterday. Now the scenario is different. There are not 2 days that I'd say. Now this market has stalled here. We're having some taper here. Again, look at the volume here. Look at the pressure to the downside, but the market is not moving lower. Unless there is something here that comes and pushes the market in the same way as it has pushed yesterday down here. Remember we did the replay in the same way that it did yesterday. This is a market to the upside. Now this can be liquidation of the overnight inventory throughout the day. as well. This is again odds, right? You have a lot of odds going on here, and you play the odds. That's what we do here. We play the odds. Have you seen an opportunity? Maybe right now, as we speak, there can be something here. The period has not ended yet. The period, we have like 7 minutes, 7 more minutes to go. Actually, 4 minutes to go. Oh, my bad. 9 minutes to go. We are at the lower side of this period. We are at the upper side of this little distribution. We have overnight high back here, very mechanical reference. There is no other thing, right? The next thing, the most relevant, remember all the information we have from yesterday. We have this range, this whole range here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day range here. The market has break out of this range. Is this what has been a pattern or behavior is what was happening is breakouts, right? Look above and failure. It has been happening all the time. Or look above and failure, look above and failure, right? This is a bigger one. Look above this 5 day range. 5 day range is looking above. Well, we have a gap has not been closed, markets to the upside, value of course is higher, Tether is way down here, the market can't close down here and still be a day to the upside. Understand? So why I want to short this market if the market is going higher? Look at these reds here. There's some push that's happening right now as we speak in Nasdaq. They're trying to take this market lower here. Very interesting situation here. I don't want to get distracted by this, alright? Because when you start to focus in so many things, you will just got to analysis paralysis, right? There's too much information there. Look at the pressure here. We have some volume coming here. Right before the period ends, very close to the low of the bar. Let's see if this push can get to this low. Okay, right there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? So far, so good, right? You know, 5 digits, 4 digits. All right, Nasdaq is right at halfback. Very unlikely that is going to be a low today, but we have a day to the upside, right? The same guidelines that we have used a couple days ago may have a different outcome today. Slightly. This volume, we have huge volume here. Gap has not been closed. This is so slow, man. This is so slow. This kind of situation hasn't changed. Very mechanical selling here. Sales from around the same area. It's a rally that removes this inventory. Sales around the same area. Now we have a break. This kind of observations, it can be made in here as well. As I say, you have to pick. You have to pick your time frame. If I pick 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes daily, whatever it is, pick your time frame. I don't like to be changing from one to another. All right. The secretary yelling here. What the heck is this?
Closely with financial authorities in China, doing tabletop exercises and deepening our ties so that we would be able to work constructively and quickly to manage a financial crisis that involved the banks and the financial system in our countries.
Madam Secretary, just a last question. I've been interviewing Treasury Secretary since the 1990s, and I've never not asked them about the dollar. When you wake up in the morning, do you look at the dollar? How do you think about the dollar? It's weakened recently with Federal Reserve rate cuts. Do you think about it in a range? How much concern do you have for the value of the dollar versus other currencies?
So at the beginning of our administration, I tried to articulate what the U.S. dollar policy is. And what I said is that we believe in a market-based currency, that the value of the dollar should be determined in markets, that we should run a strong macroeconomic policy consistent with macroeconomic stability, price stability, and full employment in the United States, and allow the dollar to adjust as necessary to accomplish those goals. So, of course, I watch the value of the dollar, but it's been a long time since the United States has intervened in currency markets. Can't imagine situations where markets are so disorderly that intervention is called for. But as a normal matter, the dollar is determined by markets, and interest rate differentials globally have been important drivers of that.
Do we need a central bank digital currency?
This is something the Fed has been looking at. We've been studying as well. There are pros and cons, and we're also looking at alternative approaches. We have a good new fast payment system. we're looking at ways to facilitate.
Yes, distributions are sign of emotions. Very emotional markets here. You know, look at what happened the overnight. Look at what happened. You know, it's extending to the regular session, regular trading hours.
It could one day involve a central bank digital currency, but there are other approaches as well.
Madam Secretary, taking more time than agreed. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And giving us your time.
Thanks.
Back to you guys, David, at a couple blocks away at the New York Stock Exchange.
All right, Steve, thank you. And of course, thanks to Treasury.
This market is being driven by headlights. Now, we are approaching a critical level here, which is closing the distributions. Closing the gap, my bad. This is so, man, this is so slow, my God. This market has no conviction, man. Very technical market indeed. I wonder if using 5-minute charts could be a good thing. Because if you use most traders, most retail or small traders use 5 minutes. You know, dries, remove this inventory. Here we go again. You know, now selling. What do you think you have here? And then you have a firecracker potential effect here. Maybe have another rally here, another sell coming close to this high. Look, where this high is? Just about this one, okay? Just about this one. Technical. This is one thing doing technicals. Just for the sake of another one, you know, having some kind of background around it. Trading is not easy. This was something interesting here. This 2,800. Here. I have a non-excess low here, right around halfback. I'm checking this area here too. Okay, look at this. This area here is right in this. You look at this little distribution here. This little distribution here is where we had a chunk of the Oh boy. This is just so slow, man. Now, taking a long here, the close, my stop would be closing the gap. Because if the market gets back inside that 5-day range, it could target the opposite side of the range. We may see some downside acceleration there. Now I want to see if the market closes this distribution here. Closing the distribution, we don't have a good low, but who cares about that? This is where the volume is. Most of the volume is. Look at this here too. What's up, Luna? Are you a trading dog? What should I do? Should I go long? Tell me. Buy twice to go long, or buy once to go short? Okay, come on, come on. Let me hear you. Come on, let me hear you. You don't want to bark, so should I stay neutral there? Alright, I will stay neutral. I will be flat. I follow your advice. Alright, that distribution is very close. Remember, tendencies do what works until it doesn't work anymore. Yesterday, there was a trade that came from here. From right there. There was a trade that came right from there. That was to the downside. No, trades will do what works until it doesn't work anymore. It's not unusual. No? We say maybe there's some rally here and selling from this 51.20. Okay. Yesterday, this kind of sellings worked. Worked for hard back, come to hard back and sold from those areas. So that was a nice selling. Let's see if we have that again. I don't think so. Do we have a rotational market? Distribution has been closed, meaning that the selling is not that serious. Selling is again coming from daily halfback basically. Notice how it dries here. We are surpassed this area here. Can it go to 20? Now we are around this big volume here, which is the daily accumulated. Let's see if the market can close this gap. Action is to the downside. Continuation. So you're closing these distributions here, and that can target this. You're not getting back inside this range. Can target this opposite side. And this can happen really fast. Once this comes here, this can happen really fast. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 distribution. 4 out of 4, 5, 6. 4 out of 7 have been closed. Very emotional overnight. And all of this inventory has been is underwater. Hey, come on here. You're barking. Give me a sign. Long or short? But twice for long. But once for short. Come on. Okay. Should it go long? Bark. No. Once the market reaches 5,800, it can spike downside to the 5,790. So far, we have a trending day. Soon the traders are selling rallies here. Notice this is technical, you know. This is the 5 minute here. We have a small rally here that's been sold. We have a rally here that has been sold. Now this is opening on the lower side. We have these longs here. Okay, these longs are holding here. We got shorts here. All these areas short. All these highlighted areas long and short here. We have 3 periods. I guess the most important level is this yesterday's high here. Can it go to 58.20? 58.20 is just another mechanical area. If you check your 5-minute trade trend is this area here. That will give you 1, 2, 3 highs here, and that will actually kind of like weakens this high, and we may have a little push above the 50 if it comes to this area. If it does come to this area here, you know, look at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 high here. There's a bunch of stops here. This is 5-minute chart. I guess you can see, most people can see that. Most traders can see. Usually traders see that as an area of support or resistance. This is the area where I go short. I guess now, around this time is when we will see if we actually will see a trending day, or if we have some rotation. That could be a short here around yesterday's high. Rallies are being sold here. Alright. Coming right to the top of that lower distribution, that overnight distribution right there. Let's see if there is some volume here that comes down here. Right now that looks like tape or the look where Halbach is now. You know, algorithmic trade, right? Let's move this market until, you know, we have Halbach right at the high of the period. I'm not saying that's how it is, because nobody knows how it is. Nobody knows how it is. This low is very questionable. In the same way how we had this high at yesterday at the, it was just this one here, right at 5,800. Now it is the buying, the low is right at the 5,800. But was resistance, now is support. Can you see the pushes that keep happening? The same kind of pushes we have here. You have here. The same kind. I'm not saying that the market is going to keep going lower or that this is going to reverse. I'm not saying that. I'm just making an observation of what's happening now. The market is, the current action is to the downside. There is no signs. There's no sign that the current action has changed. You know, there's still a downside day. I mean, a trend, one time frame lower here. Product of short covering. You know, short covering weakens the market. This 57.68, 57.70, or you can call it 57.70. It seems so far, right? It seems so far from these highs, really. Another push, another attempt to close the gap. There can be a big spike here. It's getting into this distribution, into this highlighted area. Very close to close the gap. All right. Remember, it can come all the way to the 57.90. Gap is about to be closed. This is an area. This is a key area here. Not good low. All right, gap has been closed. Both markets have closed the gap. Nasdaq and ES have closed the gap. We may have another distribution here. You know, if the next period opens down here, below this, another selling may come from below, or we may have downside acceleration once the market has re-entered this range. Potential destination, this one here. Volume, very high volume here. Look at that, man. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. It's about 50% higher. There's a lot of volume here in the selling side. This market is attracting. Higher prices are attracting sellers here. It's coming back. It looks like the market is coming back to be high. The question is why you have a long. Why would you have a long in an action that is going to the downside? The overnight was very emotional. Okay, right there. 93. That was the spike. Right to 93. That's the downside acceleration here. The market has re-entered previous day range, which targets the opposite side range. Value is higher, but the auction is to the downside. How much are these? 57.70. 57.70. Three points. Now let's see. Yeah, this market having downside continuous every single level on the lower side has been checked. Now we have copper ticks excess on the lower side. Look at this, look at this, look at this. It's a better area to be long, right? Apple. Now, most, if not all of this, there's no volume here. All of these shorts are being squeezed. Now, this is the last. Okay, the last shorts are down here in this area, right around where this is. And this is a good area. Oh boy, the market finally is coming. Just imagine the relief that somebody that is short here may have seen the market out and being deep underwater, seeing the market come down here. Really, really nice. Mm-hmm. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to close the stream. I wish you guys a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. Just imagine what happened to these shorts. Okay? What? Oh boy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now we can go high. All right. I wish you guys a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. See you. See you tomorrow.